I've always wondered at what point in the Premier League season does it become clear who will dominate and who will be counting points. After 5 games in the 2023-24 season, there are 4 teams who are yet to lose a game. Manchester City, Arsenal, Liverpool and Tottenham Hotspur. The dominance of City and Arsenal could have been called quite easily, as both sides were in the running for the title the season before. Even Liverpool was somewhat expected, after they bounced back to earn themselves a place in the Europa League. Tottenham, on the other hand, have a bit more to answer for, as their previous season wasn't as glamorous as they'd like to admit, finishing 8th in the Premier League and going nowhere in any of their domestic cup runs. Praise for their turnaround so far goes to the masterclass of new manager Ange Postecoglou and the investment in the squad, more specifically their new number 10, James Maddison. With 2 goals and 2 assists in his first 5 games in North London, his £40 million price tag is already starting to pay for itself. He's creative, he's intelligent, he's got everything Tottenham need to re-establish themselves as a Big Six club. But really, how influential is James Maddison? At the end of the 2022-23 Premier League season, the 3 teams relegated from the division were teams that didn't get promoted the year before. Southampton, Leeds and Leicester City, each with their own set of talented players that will most likely be leaving the club for good. Probably the most talented of the lot was James Maddison, who, despite the downfall of Leicester City and his side's relegation, still managed 10 goals and 9 assists in the 2022-23 campaign. For that, many clubs were gunning for his signature, with his future leaning strongly towards a move to Newcastle United. That was until he put pen to paper and joined Tottenham Hotspur on a 5-year deal worth around £40 million. I promise you, us Newcastle fans aren't gutted in the slightest. Tottenham have been looking for a solid number 10 since Christian Eriksen left the club in 2020, and Maddison has proved that he's great in this role. After the departure of England captain Harry Kane, Heung-min Son and Richarlison were meant to be the main source of attacking threat for Tottenham, but they started off slow. Maddison, on the other hand, has provided this extra attacking threat needed, with the other players not being so prominent. On Maddison's debut for Tottenham, he managed to pick up 2 assists in their 2-2 draw at Brentford. He assisted his co-vice-captain Cristian Romero for a beautiful free kick to start off the game, and then his second was a smooth pass to Emerson Royal to equalise for Tottenham. These 2 assists and being an excellent playmaker secured him the Man of the Match award. The Senegalese midfielder and Maddison have created a strong partnership, and along with Yves Bissouma, they have the potential to become one of the best midfield trios in the league. Despite Heung-min Son claiming a hat-trick in Tottenham's 5-2 win over Burnley, ouch, Maddison was once again one of the players who stood out the most. He gave Tottenham their 3rd goal, firing the ball into the back of the net after collecting it from 20 yards out. Tottenham's manager Ange Postecoglou said after the game, "Maddis is so creative, and he showed how clinical he is in front of goal. And his preparedness to work hard for the team is a great example." Ange really values Maddison's presence, and the fact that he connects with the other players in the team to create goals is a positivity Tottenham needed to start the season. Postecoglou and Maddison work perfectly together, with the England international playing his best football under the attack-minded Australian, providing extreme promise for the rest of the season. Postecoglou making Maddison vice-captain might sound crazy for a new player, but it shows a lot of faith. It shows that Postecoglou has trust in him and sees him as a leader, perhaps observed his mentality before he came to Spurs. A big worry on the mind of all Spurs fans is what if Maddison gets injured? He's such a key player, and although Spurs aren't 100% reliant on him, it would be a huge blow to lose him at any time. Richarlison and Son would have to step up more as strikers, and not rely on him playing them in behind. Bissouma and Sarr would need to keep up their current strong work in midfield, but they would also need to add more of an attacking threat. Maddison's already one of the favourites so far this season, and not just with Spurs fans. Having the highest who scored rating of any player in the league, and only costing £40 million, could he be the signing of the summer?